Put on my best suit, got in my car, raced like a jet, all the way to you. Knocked on your door with heart in my hand to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Yeah. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough love, my friend, but the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Yeah, no matter what you say. Marry that girl. And we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? I hate to do this, you leave no choice. Can't live without her. Love me or hate me, we will be boys. Standing at that altar. Or we will run away to another guy to say you know she's in love with me. She will go everywhere I go. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough love, my friend, 'cause the answer's still no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Marry you anyway. Marry that girl. No matter what you say. Marry that girl. We'll be a family. Why you gotta be so my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. Say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough love, my friend, but no still means no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Marry you anyway. Marry that girl. No matter what you say, marry that girl, and we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Yeah. Oh, why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so rude?
That's magic. Thanks for spending the holiday season with us. And if you're flying home for Christmas this year and taking gifts, don't wrap a thing. No, the TSA strongly recommends leaving all gifts unwrapped so that they can see what they need to see. And the last thing you need is to be pulled aside and have to unwrap your nicely wrapped gifts. No, but just be proactive. Avoid that hassle. And yeah, you can wrap your gifts when you get to your destination. And if you've yet to secure lodging, then there's still time to even get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com.
Your better mix of hits. The new Star 98.9.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds, or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores to everyone for free, even if you're not a customer. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the Discover Credit Scorecard. And once you know your score, you should check to see if your current credit card is the best fit for you. Check your credit, compare your card. Go to discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
O'Reilly.
When
When your battery goes dead, everything can come to a stop. Don't take a chance on getting stranded. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and get your battery tested free of charge. If your battery does need to be replaced, O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you find the exact Superstart battery that fits your car or truck at a guaranteed low price. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's. Because at Lowe's, pros can get up to 30% off select in-stock fiberglass insulation when you buy in bulk. Plus, from 12/11 through 12/13, ask for 5% off all in-store purchases and save an extra 5% when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. So, Pro, now that you know, start with Lowe's. Minimum purchase required. Selection varies by location. Credit offer subject to credit approval and can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
It's the little things. Like finding $20 in the wash. Woo! Jackpot! Or knowing where to shop online for all the newest styles and best deals around. Stage.com, of course. Visit Stage.com today for incredible sales, our newest markdowns on clearance, more extended sizes, and even more choices. Plus, check out today's deals online for daily coupons and offers. Fresh styles, big savings, and fun perks every day. Stage.com. Little things mean everything. Offer exclusions apply.
You won't go home empty-handed when you shop Gillum Retail Liquor in Coffeyville. Since 1988, Gillum's has been serving customers with the area's largest selection of wine, spirits, and beer, both domestic and imports, in the area's largest coldest cooler. That's Gillum Retail Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Conditions this evening, but a storm system arriving tonight will break up showers area by early tomorrow morning. We have a good chance of rain through the day tomorrow, and in fact, good afternoon showers Friday as well. Temperatures will be dropping tomorrow. We'll start off in the morning in the 50s, drop into the 40s by the afternoon. We also have a wind advisory along Highway 75 to the west, and a few wind gusts tomorrow, about 40 to 45 miles per hour. Very windy conditions. From News on 6, I'm meteorologist Station Knight.
This KQQF community calendar is brought to you by the Fort Wolf Runs Chapel. Genesis of Coffeyville will be distributing commodities on Friday, December 28th at the Genesis office located at 1312 West 8th Street here in Coffeyville. Distribution will be from 1 until 2 in the afternoon, and you should bring with you a photo ID and proof of your address dated within the last 30 days. This KQQF community calendar has been brought to you by the Fort Wolf Runs Chapel.
So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never mind what means. Head over heels, we're toe to toe. This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. I bought a ticket to the world, but now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said.
hanging out and spending a portion of your time with me. It's Lynn, and it's going to be really interesting to find out who wins Grammy's Best Vocal Album of the Year, as Taylor, Shawn Mendes, Kelly Clarkson, and Camila Cabello are all up for that trophy.
Something must have gone wrong in my brain. Got your chemicals all in my veins. Feeling all the highs, feel all the pain. Let go of the wheel, it's the bullet lane. Now I'm seeing red, now I think it's straight. Blurring all the lines, you intoxicate me. Just like nicotine, rushing me, touching me. Suddenly on my feet, and you're all I need, all I need. Yeah, yeah, all I need is you, babe. And I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're to blame. Just when hitting you, I know I'll never be the same. It's you, babe. And I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're to blame. Just when hitting you, I know I'll never, ever, ever be the same. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Sneaking in LA when the lights are low. Off for one touch, I could overdose. You say stop playing it safe, girl, I wanna see you lose control. Just like nicotine, rushing me, touching me. Suddenly on my feet, and you're all I need, all I need. Yeah, yeah, all I need is you, babe. And I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're to blame. Just when hitting you, I know I'll never be the same. It's you, babe. And I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're to blame. Just when hitting you, I know I'll never, ever, ever be the same. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. You're in my blood, you're in my veins, you're in my head. You're in my blood, you're in my veins, you're in my head. I'm saying you, babe. And I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're to blame, you're to blame. Just when hitting you, I know I'll never be the same. It's you, babe. And I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. You're to blame. Just when hitting you, I know I'll never, ever, ever be the same.
Star 98.9.
Celebrating the lighter side of life
It makes me feel real, real good.
with the best music.
It's my music.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jackie gonna be a football star, Diane's debutante backseat of Jackie's car. Sucking on chili dog outside Taste Freeze. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got his hands between her knees. Jackie say, hey Diane, And let's run off behind the shady trees. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks, let me do what I please. Say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. To walk on. Jackie sits back, collects his thoughts for the moment, scratches his head and does his best James Dean. Well, then there, Diane, gotta run off to the city. Diane says, baby, you ain't missing nothing. But Jackie say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, let's say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. So let it rock, let it roll, let the Bible bell come and save my soul. Hold on to 16 as long as you can. Changes come around real soon, make us women and men. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, they say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. A little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids doing the best they can.
Chanute and Parsons, we're playing your favorites from the 80s, 90s, and today on Star 98.9.
Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. It's the cutest thing I swear you'll ever see. It's the best. So get dressed. I'll impress you with the colors of the rainbow. Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. It's so magical. Let's go there in your dreams. It's the best. So get dressed. I'll impress you with the lights and all the windows. Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. Christmas is waiting for you. Christmas is waiting for you. Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. Christmas is waiting for you. Christmas is waiting for you. Candy cane lane, bring a friend this holiday. Bring a friend who loves to play. We'll eat all the candy canes. Oh, candy cane lane, bring a friend this holiday. Bring a friend who loves to play. We'll eat all the candy canes. Oh, candy canes. We'll eat candy canes. Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. I'll call Rudolph down to meet us in the street. We can dance, he can prance. There's no cans, 'cause here everything is possible. Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. Let's get Santa out and get him dance, holding hands, ain't no cans, 'cause here everything is possible. Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. Christmas is waiting for you. Christmas is waiting for you. Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. Christmas is waiting for you. Christmas is waiting for you. Candy cane lane, bring a friend this holiday. Bring a friend who loves to play. We'll eat all the candy canes. Oh, candy cane lane, bring a friend this holiday. Bring a friend who loves to play. We'll eat all the candy canes. Oh,
E, a C, and an A, and I'm out of here. And we got more basketball to play as that bad pass is stolen away by Garden City. So the turnover doesn't matter. The Broncbusters get it right back. Here comes GCCC. They'll throw it around the arc, now outside. They thought about the shot. Now they'll take it from three. Knocks it down is Talia Roberts. And there it is, 7-2, and Coach Harrell has had enough. He takes a timeout, excuse me. That will be our first break here in the first quarter. 6:37 to go in the first. It is 7-2. The Coffeyville Red Ravens down right now to GCCC. We'll be back in 30 seconds on 98.1.
A celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play, and you can trust Gillum Liquor to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice-cold beer, or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Gillum Liquor is always in for the win. Gillum Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
We come out of the timeout with Coffeyville down by 5, 6:33 to go here in the first quarter as Brooklyn Wade brings it up with the right-hand dribble. That pass goes over everybody's head, but great athletic play by Collefell to keep it in bounds. Red Ravens hang on to the basketball. Now she's in trouble. Collefell in the corner, double team, got nowhere to go, now gets rid of it. Down low to Kramer, nice pump fake up, and no good. Missed a 2-foot layup. And again, the woes continue from the floor. Garden City gets the rebound, and they'll bring the basketball up. And here comes the Lady Broncbusters down to the low block. They'll kick it out. Now driving, here's Houston. Houston kicks it to the three-point line for Boyce. That's up and knocks it down. 10-2. Garden City kind of pulling away.
And is it safe to say that they look like they're stroking it from deep right now? 2 out of 2 right now. Back-to-back trips down court and 2 open threes.
Well, Matt, and the form as well. I'll tell you what, it is just a pretty-looking three-point shot. They knock it down each time. 10-2 now is the lead. Brooklyn Wade with the basketball here for CCC. Gets it to Collefell. Collefell drives right hand. The Euro step up and no good. Another missed layup. A beautiful move, but can't finish. Now the 2-on-1 for Garden City. That one stepped in front of, and a travel committed there by the Broncbusters. Another break. I'll tell you what, if there wasn't for a couple of breaks, Coffeyville wouldn't have any points, and they'd be down by 15 right now.
And that's so true. 4 missed layups right now that we have counted in this game, and right now they just kind of look sluggish.
No doubt about that. As the inbounds here is Kramer. She breaks it down low to Joseph. Joseph with the left hand, no good. Gets her own rebound. That's up, no good. And the third chance is caught by Joseph, and that will be called into a jump ball. And the possession arrow is with Garden City. So the frustration continues to build here over for the third-year coach, Stephen Harrell. They'll give it right back up here to Garden City. The full court press still on. 5:10 to go in the quarter. 10-2. Lady Broncbusters in complete control of this ball game as they'll bring it up over center. That's Houston. Houston with the basketball. Now down low in the paint. Great pass and lackluster defense as McHenry finds an easy lane for 2.
You didn't even see Joseph put up her hands right there. Could have swatted that ball easily, but a great find and an easy 2 for the Bronx Busters.
Yeah, it was just a lane that she kind of allowed to let it happen right there as CCC now in trying to respond. McCree finds a lane, but it looks like she took one too many steps before she made the basket. Called for the travel and another turnover. Looks like Delima Harrell will be coming in for McCree, and Guntine coming in for Joseph here in this first half. So again, Lashika Joseph makes her way back to the sideline, not in that starting 5 tonight. Kind of interesting at 6'6". You'd imagine that she'd be out there taking the tip. Not tonight. 12 to 10 as Garden City brings the basketball down. Lots of physicality and a great pass down low finds another 2 points. That's Monique Johnson making the easy 2. And now it's 14 to 2 with 4:20 to go in the quarter. Here's Colifel now in trouble. She's in a double team for CCC. They bring it back up. 10 seconds wasted off the shot clock. Finds it back up on top to Wade. The guard now back out to Colifel. Up on top, and bad pass by Colifel. The freshman gives it back up. Another turnover, 2-on-1 here for Garden City. And a good job to draw the foul. Does not make the basket, but again, we'll be heading to the free throw line for a pair of shots. And Matt, our table just about got taken out there. My goodness. A lot of physicality.
Yeah, like
here.
we said, they both started out physical, Coffeyville and Garden City, but turns out Garden City is a little more physical right now and is, up by 12 and getting to the line with regularity right now.
Yeah, she kind of dove towards this out-of-bounds line, slammed into the scorer's table, kept the ball in bounds, and got an easy basket down low. And now Garden City back at the line for 2. She makes the first one, so we'll have a second shot here, trying to get 2 of 2 as Talia Roberts knocks down the first one easily there for Garden City. She's normally an 80% free throw shooter on the year, no surprise, and she's the leading scorer for Garden City with 17 points averaged per game on the year. 15 to 2 is the score, trying to make it 16, knocks it down, nothing but net, and it is a 14-point ball game with 4 minutes to go here in the corner. As Wade gets the inbounds. Again, that 1-2-2 half-court press put on. Nice spin move by Wade. Finds an opening, now passes it to Kramer. And a nice defensive move, but too much contact down low. Kramer will head to the free throw line for a pair.
And you saw Wade use the spin cycle right there. Great way to cut through both of the defenders. And Kramer, way to get to the line. Let's see if we can finally get on the board for the second time tonight.
Yeah, just very struggling to kind of find any traction offensively. 63% free throw shooter is Kramer. She knocks down the first one, making it 16 to 3. With 3:51 to go here in this first quarter. Does the routine, just one dribble, continues to stare it down, and does not knock down the second one. And Haro just dives in here trying to get the rebound. I think she's going to. A jump ball is forced, and the possession arrow is with Coffeyville. So a great athletic play there by Haro, who's only 5'9", and comes in making a great rebound.
That was a great job by her. Let's see if we can get back in this game. I mean, not completely, but get some momentum churning towards us right now.
That is all we need, is some sort of signs of light at this point, some offense. 16 to 3 is the score, and all of the momentum is against a nice foul drawn there by Guntine. That'll be the third against Garden City. That will force in Desjardins Pajot. As Pajot makes her way into the ball game now. Her first few minutes on the floor, as that's the second foul there against Johnson for Garden City. Certainly, Coffeyville should be looking at her to try and take advantage. 6'1". They don't have too much size on the opposing side, so might as well take them out while you can. Kramer gets the inbounds here. 25 on the shot clock after that refresh. Pass it now to Guntine. Now has nowhere to go with the basketball. Dribbling right now to Haro. Back up on top to Kramer, to the corner to Wade. Wade drives on the baseline with the right hand. She runs into a wall, and great defense there by Garden City, not giving up an inch. And here comes the Lady Bronxbusters, passing it down. That one's passed out for 3. That's no good. And Garden City missed opportunity. Got their own rebound, and the pass after the rebound is out of bounds. Bad pass there, but a 2 wide open. Again, Roberts, the leading scorer. That's too much space for her.
And that's so true. But right now, Garden City, both offenses haven't been scoring too much in the last few minutes. But Garden City still up by 13 and big right now.
Yeah, and again, you had mentioned it a little bit ago, seemingly all of the momentum. Wade gets the inbounds, the right-hand dribble now from beyond the 3. Picks it up, now hands it to McCree. She drives, nice floater from 10 feet. That's no good. And again, the woes continue from the floor tonight. And stepped in front of is Kramer. So nice job, but she loses the basketball. Kramer on the turnover. Garden City up and in. And from one turnover to the next, Houston now makes it 18 to 3. and Brooklyn Wade trying to bring it back up. So once they see signs of light, it is filled with darkness. And another turnover, but that one will be stepped on the out-of-bounds line by Garden City. So Kramer on her way to the sideline after turning the basketball over maybe, 4 or 5 times within the few minutes that she was on the floor. But again, a few mistakes made, and it's not just by Kramer. All of CCC right now playing very poorly. Inbounds to Collifell, left hand, the floater, that's no good. Offensive rebound, nice pass to Haro, up and in. And that right there, good passing, finds an easy basket, 18-5.
You finally saw, Ravens boxing out, getting the rebound, and then a great find down low.
And here is Boyce. She brings the basketball around, passes it now down low, off of the corner. Garden City again's got nowhere to go with it, and one too many steps taken results in a turnover. Coffeyville gets it right back, and again, you're down by 13. Seems like a daunting task, but we are very early in this basketball game. Time is now to start building some momentum. We'll see if they've got the 5 on the floor to do it. Almost turned it over again, and it looks like they're going to. It's a horrible pass there by McCree. She tried to find Collifell, and that basketball turned into a feud, a tug-of-war battle, and the jump ball is in favor of Garden City. So they'll get it right back with the inbounds on the far sideline.
And right now, you're just seeing both offenses making silly mistakes, lots of turnovers. If Coffeyville was hitting their shots, this game would be completely different, probably almost tied right now. But instead, we're missing wide-open layups, and the momentum is still on Garden City's side.
And speaking of Garden City, nice inbounds down to the low block. That one is no good off the first try, and the basketball goes out off the rim and out of bounds. So it will result now in Coffeyville getting it right back. And again, that full court 1-2-2 press is put on. They put 1 right on the basketball and 2 at half court to try and trap. Brooklyn Wade gets stuck into a trap. Now she gets it away. Collifell fortunately falls on the basketball. Now gets it down low to Joseph. Turn around with the left hand, up and in. And a nice 2 points there by the Lashika Joseph on the low block.
And I say we have used that all night. They don't have very much size down low. Let's just push it in and get the easy 2.
Yeah, and very quickly in transition. Didn't have too much time to even think about it. Garden City knocks down the 3. My goodness. Desjardins Peugeot again puts it down 21-7. Wade in response brings it up for CCC. That one's no good off the back of the iron. Now here's a 3-on-2 in transition. Kicks it out. That's Roberts for 3, up and in, 24-7. And just like that, Coffeyville is down quite a bit with all that momentum. 60 seconds to go here in that first quarter. We will take a 30-second break here on 98.1 KUSN. CCC down 24-7. Back in 30.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Alamosa Amy here, letting everyone know Lay's Archery and Guns is having a closeout sale. Closeout sale on all 2017 bows with 25% off through November. Hurry before they're gone. Lay's Archery and Guns also has a great selection on Case brand knives. Case knives make the perfect stocking stuffer for any stocking you have to stuff. Christmas shop in the country at Lay's Archery and Guns, west of Coffeyville on County Road 1250. Lay's Archery and Guns wishes you happy holidays.
Well, the struggles continue here through the first quarter for the Lady Red Ravens. They're down 24-7 after a few big shots there by Garden City. I'll tell you what, Coffeyville did just about put every ounce of effort into getting 5 points, and within a matter of 2 drives, Coffeyville put 6 within 30 seconds. I mean, effortless right now, very demoralizing. We'll see how they respond. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Collifell bounces that right off her foot and gives it right back up to GCCC. I think I may have said one too many C's, but I'll tell you what, Garden City brings it back up, and Guntine called for the foul on her way. We'll call it G3C, I think is how they pronounce it over there in Garden City. The G3C or GC3, I'm not exactly sure. Either way, they'll come up and head to the free throw line after a too much contact here on this near sideline by Guntine. Again, not the right player to send to the free throw line.
And right now, Garden City has went 5 for 6 from deep. So already blazing the nets from deep right now. And they're just having all the momentum, exploiting mismatches, doing a great job finding the open man. And especially for Talia Roberts, she is just taking this game over right now.
You're right. As she heads to the sideline for some rest, that'll be for the next 45 seconds. I'm sure we'll see her in the second half as she knocks down second quarter. She knocks down both. And a double dribble here on this near sideline on the inbounds, 26-7, and Brooklyn Wade gives it right back
to the Lady Broncbusters. This game is slowly but surely, I don't even want to say slowly, it is very quickly getting out of hand at this point. 26-7, Garden City with the basketball as Jalea Bellany will bring the basketball up. She'll swing it around the three-point line, gives it to her guard. That's Boyce. Boyce now pulls up from the elbow. That's no good from 15 feet. Offensive rebound, and again, no boxing out down low. Again, you got Lashika Joseph and Guntine out there. Guntine 5'9", Joseph 6'6", and again, Garden City found a way to get the offensive rebound. Shot clock is dead. 10 on the game clock here in the first quarter. Looks like they are just trying to waste out the rest of this first quarter. 4 now. They get it down low to the low block, and it is taken away. Well, rather tipped off the Garden City and out of bounds with 1.6 seconds to go on the game clock, and Coffeyville will throw it in from their own baseline. We'll see. Guntine now to Wade. Wade, and takes way too much time. Doesn't even get the shot off there. And that'll do it. 26-7 after the first 10 minutes. We'll have a fresh 10 minutes up on the scoreboard. We'll take a quick 60-second break. Again, Coffeyville down big here against Garden City Community College. Back in 60 seconds on 98.1 KUSN.
Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville was just voted the #1 auto dealership in Bartlesville. And for our appreciation, now through the end of the year, Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville will offer the public our Chevy employee discount. You pay what we pay and not a penny more. While supplies last, Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville will offer hundreds of used vehicles up to 75% off original MSRP. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, all specially marked up to 75% off original MSRP. You pay what we pay, not a penny more. Patriot wants to give back. For every vehicle purchased, Patriot will donate a bike to a child in need. Patriot Chevrolet, Southeast Adams Boulevard, Bartlesville, or online at bartlesvillechevy.com.
Welcome back as we come out of the first quarter intermission. We got a fresh 10 minutes up on the scoreboard. Coffeyville down right now big. It is 26-7 after one quarter of play. I'm Sam Speck alongside Matt Dick. We got Nathan Ray back in the studios here in Coffeyville for another home game. Again, CCC 1-11 on the year, and it looks like they may be heading to 1-12. Not the final game of the 2018 year. We will play more in 2019, obviously, but final home game for sure here on Jay Herkelman Court at Nellis Hall. That's where we're at. It's 98.1 KUSN, second quarter of Red Raven basketball underway. Brooklyn Wade gets the inbounds here for CCC. The ladies try to get it to the corner, but a great job there by Wade to draw a lot of contact. And the first foul here in the second quarter goes against Garden City. That one against number 2, Lanika Johnson, 5'6" freshman out of Shreveport, Louisiana. That will result in an inbounds here from their own baseline. Again, Coffeyville moving from left to right here on your radio dial, and they're all whites. Nice inbounds to Joseph. The turnaround from Joseph is no good. And again, missing a lot of 5-footers here on very early on in this ball game. Garden City now after the miss. They'll get it down low, and that one's stolen away. Nicely done there by the ladies. And the Red Ravens will bring it up over half. Though McCree is in trouble, has to avoid that double team, and trying to get it out of it, she throws it right to Garden City. So another turnover. That one now goes right to CCC down low on the block. Tries to get it back out. Wanted a 3. Instead, Boyce pulls up. Kicks it back out to Bellany. Bellany drives, and too much contact down low. McCree draws the charge, and Coffeyville gets it right back.
And right there, finally, let's see if we can get on the scoreboard. Second quarter, down by 19. McCree, great job drawing the charge, but we just keep on making careless turnovers right now.
Turnovers and missing baskets. I mean, from 5 to 6 feet, those should be easy baskets as CCC brings it back down. Wade finds a 3 and knocks it down, makes it within 16, and they finally find double digits. It's 26-10 with 9 minutes to go in the first half.
And last time against Barton, Wade lit it up from deep, hitting 3 big bombs, barely losing against Barton. And let's see if that gets her going, see if she can hit 3 more tonight.
Brooklyn Wade now very closely on the defense against Bellany for GCCC. She'll kick it down to the guard, Boyce. Boyce now right in front of us on the Jay Herkelman sign. They'll kick it back up on top. Now back to 3. 3 wants a 3 and knocks it down in response. And just like that, it's back to 19. 29-10 with 8:30 to go. And Brooklyn Wade off of the inbounds is pressured with that full court 1-2-2 press. McCree now gets it down. McCree pass it to Wade. Wade back to McCree. Wants a three. That's no good off the front of the iron. Harlow gets the offensive rebound. Pull-up jumper from the line. No good. Gunteen with a rebound. That's no good. Fourth try from Joseph is no good. And CCC misses 4 tries. Here comes Garden City and the carry. And Matt, you're right. These, no insult by any means, but it's winter break in the minds of all of these basketball players out there this evening.
And I totally agree. Garden City, they're still not playing amazing, but we're just not playing defense. We're not getting up on them. They're hitting easy threes, and that's why they're up by 19 right now. Careless turnovers, playing kind of sluggish, and passing the ball, just lob passes, rainbow passes is what I like to call them.
Turning it over with double dribbles, carries, travels, missing layups. I mean, it is just a struggle tonight for both of these teams as the inbounds now down low. CCC finds Joseph. Joseph can't find the basket again on a 2-foot layup as the Lady Red Ravens miss it once more, 29-10, and Downing heads to the substitution table. I think that is well overdue. Garden City brings it now. They'll throw it around the three-point line with Bellany. Bellany now inside to the elbow. That one's put up there by McHenry. McHenry off of the miss. And McCree with the rebound. McCree to Wade. Wade, nice 1-2 step. That's no good. Another missed layup. And they still remain down by 19. Here comes the Lady Broncbusters. Garden City now. That one stepped in front of. And Coffeyville now. Kramer. Kramer now over up in front to Brown. Brown can't knock down the layup. And that, I have never seen so many just consecutive shots within 5 feet that have not fallen. Obviously not getting the hometown roll tonight, but a lot of these are layups.
Yeah, and that's so true. I don't know what it is, honestly. I mean, I'm not saying if I went out there, I'm not saying I could do better. But I'm just saying that if you're going to be a basketball player, a layup is one of the first things you learn. So you should be able to hit those, especially when you're wide open, to try to cut into this lead.
Yeah, and Garden City just seamlessly comes down, cuts through the defense, and Deborah Ford puts it up and in for Garden City. Puts them up now by 21. 31-10 with 6:50 to go here in the first half of play. Coffeyville sets Brown driving with the left hand, and another missed layup. Again, she had a lane, had a good shot. It's not like it was altered too much. She just couldn't knock it down. Here's Garden City now in response. The floater from 10 feet. No good, but she gets her own rebound. Now kicks it back up on top to Roberts. Roberts, the jump shot from 15. That's no good. And Kramer comes down with a rebound and gets fouled as she makes her way to the floor. 6:30 to go here in the first half. 31-10, and we'll have an inbound pass as Kramer again will come down here to this near side. Brooklyn Wade makes her way to the sideline. Chesney Downing out there as well for her first few moments of the ball game. As Harlow now gets the pass after the inbounds. Finds Downing up and in off the low block. And there you go, Matt. After 10 misses from that low block, they find the basket. 31-12.
Hey, let's just see if they can finally start hitting those.
Let's build off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's build off of it. Let's see what we can get. Garden City now in response. They want a 3 on this end. Knocks it down. And Al-Salahdin is just way too wide open right there in that instance. Is just 5 to 6 feet in separation. And now after the inbounds, McCree throws it right back to Garden City. Another turnover. Here comes the Broncbusters. And too much contact. They're going to say they stepped in front of, McCree on too much of the contact there. The block foul will result in the second team foul, rather, and the second personal foul against McCree. So Garden City from the inbounds on this near side baseline.
And going back to the 3, I always say 3s over 2s. One's more than the other. We get an easy 2, but they get a wide open 3 and knock it down. And now the lead is up to 22.
34-12 is that gap with 5:50 to go here in the first half. Garden City in complete control. They get it to the sophomore Roberts. Roberts up on top. Now they look to the low block. She kicks it back outside as they want another 3. That's no good off the point guard's hands and off of the back of the iron, and out of bounds it goes. Coffeyville gets it right back. But again, way too much separation for that point guard to have on those shots.
And that's so true. Not getting up into the shooter's pocket. Not, just getting your hands in the air. I mean, just do anything, try to alter a shot, try to get in someone's face. But Ravens, like we said, kind of checking out early on this last break before we go into break.
You're very right, as it just kind of looks like that way. But we got a lot of basketball, and Brown has that one pickpocketed. Coffeyville gives it right back up on the steal. She'll take it coast to coast is Roberts. Roberts can't knock it down, and now here's McCree with numbers instead. She pulls up from 25 feet, no good, and you got a 3-on-1, and instead you pull up for a jumper. Questionable calls all over the board tonight here by CCC. With 5 minutes to go, they're again still down 34-12 as Lashika Joseph makes her way back to the substitution table. Here's Garden City trying to do something with the basketball. Getting into the low block and a lot of contact, I believe. That one's going to be coming against Kramer. It's at this point, you got to appreciate the effort, but why make silly fouls when you're down as much as you are?
That's a question that I couldn't answer you. Maybe they're just trying to get aggressive, trying to make something out of nothing this last couple minutes. But, you know, we just got to bring back together, get open, get some shots down, play defense without fouling.
And now the inbounds finds back up on top to Houston here for Garden City. Houston swings it now to Al-Sabaheen. Al-Sabaheen now will kick it over to that right corner. That's Roberts. Roberts pulls up, steps in from the three-point line. That's no good, still on the 15-footer. Haro comes away with a defensive rebound. Here comes CCC. Lady Red Ravens on the attack now. That's Wade, and Wade gets fouled just beyond the three-point line. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Coffeyville finds themselves in the bonus, so they will head to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, or I believe actually this will be 2 guaranteed shots after that one, now forcing them in with 10 personal fouls against Garden City. So here's Wade, puts up the first one and knocks it down, makes it look easy, and makes it 34-13. But again, just beyond a struggle this afternoon to score any points. A 69% free throw shooter, knocks down 1 of 2, does not hit the second one. An offensive rebound results in Brown getting the basketball and getting fouled after she gets it. So a great athletic play there by the freshman.
Hey, and, you know, let's see if us getting to the line will help us scratch a little bit at this lead. Let's just see if Brown can knock these two down.
And I think the only thing right now Coffeyville can kind of pat themselves on the back for is Brown knocks down the first one. They're doing a great job drawing fouls, as again, we got 4:18 to go here in the first half. They're already in the double bonus, and they only have committed 2 personal fouls themselves here in the second quarter. All of those dirty fouls were kind of back, not necessarily dirty fouls, but again, just kind of unnecessary fouls is a better word. We're back in that first quarter, and that's where they tacked those numbers up. But Garden City, again, just committing a lot of fouls here. Garden City needing to knock down those shots as they'll bring it back up. Here's Roberts for Garden City. Roberts now to Houston as they reset the offense, set back up on top. They're moving from right to left, and they're all gold uniforms tonight. They're gold with the black accent as they get into the corner. Roberts wants the 3. That's no good with 5 on the shot clock. Haro comes away with a rebound. And CCC now in trouble in the double team. Kicks it away to Kramer. Kramer finds Brown for 3. No good. Again, a lot of space and just can't find that hometown roll. Nice offensive rebound. Finds Kramer now. Kramer has that one stripped out of her hands. And Garden City gets it right back. I believe, again, another foul. This one coming against Lashika Joseph. If not forcing them into the bonus, very, very close after that foul. And no, very close as Garden City now will inbound it from their own baseline. Getting it into Roberts. And she'll bring it up from right to left with a right-hand dribble. Roberts now. They'll swing it around the three-point line. Now finds Ford. Ford tried to find it down low and stepped in front of. And now Wade has that one pickpocketed out of her hands. And again, Coffeyville has done this many times tonight. You've got to be aware of your surroundings. Yes, you've got the basketball, but that does not mean that you can drive. As we see right there, Brooklyn Wade tried to drive, tried to take the basketball and run with it, but she had 2 defenders right behind her. They just took the basketball right away.
And I think it comes back to she's trying to look down the court to find that outlet pass.
Got to be aware.
Yeah, exactly. Got to be aware, trying to get the easy, fast break points, but instead, you're not completely aware. You're not using your full IQ to the maximum that you're able to. Wade usually, doesn't make careless turnovers, but right there, just no one was yelling woof either. When someone's right behind you, you got to yell woof, so that way someone's behind you. And another easy steal, jump ball. Great job by her trying to get the ball back, but Garden City still gets it.
Yeah, Garden City has done that on a couple occasions tonight, forcing jump balls as here's the inbounds for the Lady Broncbusters. They'll swing it around the three-point line, now inside of the elbow. Trying to get the pass down low. That goes up and over everybody's head. And Peugeot, watch that one goes out of bounds. Coffeyville gets it right back. 3:07 to go here in the first half. Stick around with us as when we head to halftime, we'll take an extended break, but when we come back, Matt and I will dive in. We'll take a peek at the statistics from this first half. I'm not sure if I really want to look at them for too long, but we'll take a look at those statistics as well as give you guys keys to the second half of these Lady Red Ravens. And then, of course, this is just game one of two as Red Ravens now bring it up to bring it up to Kramer. But, again, we've got the men on coming up around 7:30 or 8. McCree now drives into the paint. She goes, and it looks like a charge is going against McCree. So a foul once again against the sophomore. I believe that is her third personal. And we are just still here in the first half. I'm not sure we're going to see too much of McCree in that second half due to the foul trouble.
And like we said, leadership, number one thing that we need to see out of this game. And right now, there's none.
And Garden City now will come down in transition, and that pass resulted in a quick jump shot. That goes nowhere off of the miss. McCree gets the rebound. So McCree will bring it up over center. McCree out of Brown on that far side, and Brown does a great job drawing the foul. We saw it against Barton, and I saw the statistics against Pratt as well. Brown did a great job getting to the free throw line, and she had shown that, and that's one thing that we need to see out of Coffeyville. And more importantly, you need to knock down these shots, as Brown will head there as a 75% free throw shooter, one of the best on the team. And again, we had mentioned Brown does a great job. She averages about 5 or 6 times to the free throw line as she knocks down the first one.
And that's just coming back to how you said she plays physical. Really, no one else is trying to get down in there, draw those fouls, because Coffeyville's been shooting it pretty well from the line tonight.
They have, as Coffeyville will now go on the defensive side after both of those are knocked down by Brown. Garden City now gets it up over center after that 2-2-1 full court press is broken up pretty easily. Broncbusters now, they'll swing it right in front of us to Bellany. Bellany back up on top towards the center circle. Left-hand dribble. Now she goes back in front of us. Looks into the corner. That's Alspaheen. Alspaheen back over to the far side. To Houston. Houston back up on top. To Bellany. And Bellany steps on the out-of-bounds line, and that will result in a turnover. 2 minutes flat to go here in the first half. Coffeyville down by 17. Kind of getting some traction. I don't want to say they've really gained any momentum back, but starting to get some traction here. Down by 17, 34-17 with $1:55 to go in the first half. And that one again is taken out of the hands of Haro. And another turnover, but physical play by Brown has that one almost taken away from Garden City. I'm kind of skeptical about the call here. They're going to say it hit off of Brown and out of bounds, so Garden City will throw it in from Coffeyville's baseline. But Brown did a great job to hustle down the floor right there and give him a chance.
And like we've mentioned before, we saw that against Barton. Her and Kramer kind of doing that, but Brown coming in, being kind of the man that you want to be, like the sixth man, energize off the bench. Let's see if she can try to get some traction, like you said, this last couple minutes.
And after the missed basket, CCC will come down in transition. Collefeld puts up the layup. That's no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Kicks it out for the three. And that's no good off the hands of Wade. Garden City now off of the rebound. They'll bring it down in transition. And that pass, again, goes wide of everybody. 80 seconds to go here in the first half. Coffeyville still down 34-17. Again, they call it the fast break, but you got to slow things down, make sure it's an accurate pass, and make sure that you take, you don't travel, you don't make those subtle mistakes that you so easily can. And Garden City does that right there with a bad pass, but Coffeyville has been committing a lot of those this evening.
Exactly, and I agree with you. The fast break, people just think, you're running down, you find the open man. No, it's an art. It is total offense that you have to perfect. And it's hard for teams to do it, especially at the collegiate level.
And Collefeld finds an open shot from three for Coffeyville, and they knock that one down. I think that's one of their first shots from beyond the distance as we find ourselves now in the final minute of the first half, down by 14, 34-20. Here with 55 seconds to go. Here's Garden City. Alspaheen will bring it up. She'll swing it around. Finds Bellany. Bellany with the right-hand dribble. Now kicks it over to Houston. Houston back to Alspaheen in that right corner. Back up on top to Houston. They'll just kick it around. 10 on the shot clock here now for Garden City. Alspaheen finds an open shot from deep. That's no good. And Brooklyn Wade finds a rebound. And again, Brooklyn Wade just needs to slow down in terms of transition. She almost had that ball taken away from her again. Fortunately, she draws the foul.
And like we said, fast break opportunities busted again by Garden City, playing good defense, not letting them make easy transition buckets, doing a great job. But it does send her to the line. Let's see if she can knock them down.
Puts the first one up. That one's no good off the side of the iron there. Again, Wade just shy of a 70% free throw shooter on the year at 68%. She misses the first one there. As she now does the routine. Steps up the right-handed shot. Will put that one up and in. Knocks it down. So 34-21. About a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock here as Garden City will bring it up. Up over center is Bellany with the right-hand dribble. In all yellows, here is Garden City. Now onto Alspaheen. Alspaheen back up on top. She's in trouble, and that one tips off of her leg and out of bounds. Great defense by Brown. And again, we mentioned the physicality from Brown. There's another example.
And Brown, she's only staying at 5'6" right now. So for her to go in there playing great defense, it proves that size doesn't matter, especially at this level. You just need to play aggressive, not too aggressive, but just enough to where you can do something. And Brown, like we said, great spark off the bench.
And Wade gets the inbounds, drives into the paint. That's no good off of the floater. Now with just 4 seconds, here's Garden City up and in, and that clock will continue to run. Full court shot by Brown is put up and no good. So that'll do it for half number one. Coffeyville could have been down by 10. Instead, they're down 15. 36-21 is our score. It was a very kind of back and forth, topsy-turvy, to say the least, kind of a rough first half. Lack of scoring, played great physical defense, but at the same time, made some mistakes on that end as well. So we'll dive deeper into analysis of this first half of basketball when we get back from this extended break here on 98.1 KUSN. Again, a good time to thank our great group of sponsors for making tonight's game a possibility. Of course, Coffeyville Community College, who, again, we are in partnership with CCC Television tonight, which you can find on our website at kggfradio.com underneath the sports tab. We'd also like to thank Patriot Olive, Gillen's Liquor, Lay's Archery and Guns, and Community State Bank. We'd also like to thank Simple Simon's Pizza, David W. Barnes Funeral Home, and Windsor Place Nursing, as well as Acme Foundry, 4-State Maintenance, and Sleep Inn and Suites. That's Matt Dick. I'm Sam Smith. We got Nathan Ray back in the studio. Again, we'll take a 7-minute break. When we come back, we will dive deeper into the statistics of this first half, as well as give you some keys to the second half. As as rough as the first half as it was, they're down by 15. We've seen crazier things in sports. You're not quite out of it, especially with a lot of basketball to be played here. We got 20 minutes to go. We'll dive deeper into those keys to the second half here on 98.1 KUSN. Okay, and for Matt Dick, I'm Sam Speck. We'll take an extended break back here in 7 minutes on 98.1 KUSN. At the half, Coffeyville down 36-21.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to take care of my banking and the internet's down.
So what's the problem? Just give Dana a call at Community State Bank and she'll take care of it in person.
I don't bank at Community State Bank. It's an online bank. My bank's not just down the street. It's in... Well, I'm not really sure where it's at.
Wow, I wouldn't bank anywhere but Community State Bank. They have great online and mobile banking services, so I still do most of my banking online. But when I need it, it's sure great to talk to somebody I know face-to-face.
Hi, this is Dana from Community State Bank. We offer all the convenience along with the services you want and need, and even throw in a friendly face to help you personally when you need it. Community State Bank, Coffeyville's only locally owned and operated bank.
Keep it simple with great food at great prices. That's what you'll find at Simple Simon's Pizza in Coffeyville. Oh, yes, you'll find great pizza and a whole lot more, like calzones, wings, breadsticks, and sandwiches. Stop in today for a Coffeyville favorite, the Simple Simon's Lunch Buffet. Simple Simon's makes it easy for you to dine in, carry out, or delivery. Simple Simon's Pizza, 807 West 11th in Coffeyville. Simple Simon's, simply delicious.
When it comes to a time of loss, Northeast around here trust and rely on the David W. Barnes Funeral Home. It could be because of their compassionate care. It could be because of their guaranteed superior service. Or maybe because of their fair and honest prices. Or just maybe, for all of these reasons, more folks trust the David W. Barnes Funeral Home during a time of loss. The David W. Barnes Funeral Home at 306 North Klein in Coffeyville, an independent, family-owned business.
A time to relax. That's exactly what we want bath time to be at Windsor Place. Throughout the Windsor Place communities, we have created spas with resident comfort in mind. Beautiful colors and interesting decor create soothing environments where our specially trained staff meets individual bathing preferences. We offer a multitude of bathing experiences, from whirlpools and showers to basin and towel baths. To learn more about bathing and other choices available at Windsor Place, call 620-252-4929.
Move forward. You can by becoming a part of the Acme Foundry team in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry has current openings for CNC machinists and entry-level foundry positions. Acme offers competitive wages, benefits including medical and dental, and a retirement plan for employee ownership. Acme moves careers forward by promoting from within. Find out more. Apply in person at Acme Foundry, 1503 South Spruce Street in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry, an equal opportunity employer.
Industrial strength for your home? You can get it at First Aid Maintenance Supply in Coffeyville. The same quality products the big companies use are available for retail sale at First Aid Maintenance Supply. From cleaning chemicals to paper products, even upright vacuums. A lot better than you find at the big box stores. They can last up to 10 years or longer, and they cost a lot less than you think. Run your house like a business, getting more value for your money. Shop First Aid Maintenance Supply on North Klein in Coffeyville.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep Inn and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep Inn and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
Keep it simple with great food at great prices. That's what you'll find at Simple Simon's Pizza in Coffeyville. Oh, yes, you'll find great pizza and a whole lot more, like calzones, wings, breadsticks, and sandwiches. Stop in today for a Coffeyville favorite, the Simple Simon's Lunch Buffet. Simple Simon's makes it easy for you to dine in, carry out, Simple Simon's Pizza, 807 West 11th in Coffeyville. Simple Simon's, simply delicious.
Industrial strength for your home? You can get it at First Aid Maintenance Supply in Coffeyville. The same quality products the big companies use are available for retail sale at First Aid Maintenance Supply. From cleaning chemicals to paper products, even upright vacuums. A lot better than you find at the big box stores. They can last up to 10 years or longer, and they cost a lot less than you think. Run your house like a business, getting more value for your money. First Aid Maintenance Supply on North Klein in Coffeyville.
Hey, Raven fans, coming into town for a game? Make it a great weekend. Reserve your room at Coffeyville Sleep Inn and Suites, Coffeyville's premier home away from home. Enjoy plush, clean accommodations, a free continental breakfast, indoor pool, Wi-Fi, and superior staff and services. Ask about special AARP and military discounts. Coffeyville Sleep Inn and Suites, a proud supporter of the Red Ravens.
Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville was just voted the #1 auto dealership in Bartlesville. And for our appreciation, now through the end of the year, Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville will offer the public our Chevy employee discount. You pay what we pay and not a penny more. Get employee pricing on new 2018 Silverado 1500 trucks. That's $14,000 off MSRP. $14,000 off new 2018 Silverado 1500 trucks. Patriot has new Chevrolets priced as low as $10,995. And at Patriot Chevrolet, your vehicle comes with the Patriot Pledge. Get engines for life. During the month of December, Patriot wants to give back. For every vehicle purchased, Patriot will donate a bike to a child in need. Patriot Chevrolet, Southeast Adams Boulevard, Bartlesville. Or online at BartlesvilleChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Patriot Chevrolet.
Bartlesville. Silverado stock 180,147, MSRP 46,310, Spark 190081, voted by Bartlesville Examiner.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting. Fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
A celebration is in order every time CCC comes to play, and you can trust Gillum Liquor to back it up with an endless cooler filled with your favorite pick of ice-cold beer, or choose something from the vast wine selection to help you relax and wind down after an exhilarating CCC game. Whatever your pleasure, Gillum Liquor is always in for the win. Gillum Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
We find ourselves in halftime here on 98.1 KUSN. I'm Steve Speck. Happy to have you with us as that's where we find ourselves. Down by 15 and at the halftime intermission, 36-21. The Garden City Lady Bronxbusters are up on the Lady Red Ravens. Let's go ahead and break things down. We'll go ahead and look at things statistically through that first half. A couple of numbers that kind of stood out for me. Both of these teams turning the ball over on a very consistent basis. Garden City, 17 turnovers through that first half. So again, Coffeyville doing a pretty good job forcing those turnovers, but at the same time, they're also doing a pretty good job at making those turnovers as well. 13 turnovers for Coffeyville in assistance with those 17 against Garden City. So both of these teams kind of giving the basketball up on a regular basis. Again, 17 for Garden City, 14 for Coffeyville. Now, points off of those turnovers, Garden City's kind of been able to turn around and turn that into points. 21 points off of the turnover, 11 points off of those turnovers, and just 6 points off the turnovers for Coffeyville. Most of the points tonight by Garden City are being generated from the three-point line. They have 18. That's half of their 36 points generated from the three-point line, and tonight they're shooting very well from there. 54% from the three-point line. They're shooting pretty good from the floor as well. 13 of 29. That's just shy of 45%, and they're perfect from the free throw line. That is the big difference maker in this one, is not necessarily the percentage, but in terms of the amount of shots taken and the amount of shots missed tonight by the Lady Red Ravens. 33 shots put up. They've only been able to knock down 6 of them. That is 18% from the floor, shooting an okay 40% from three-point land, and a pretty admirable 70% from the free throw line. But again, 33 shots that you put up from the floor, Matt, you got to be able to knock down at least 30 to 35% of those shots to be competitive within a game. And if you think about that, 30% of those shots, that would probably tack on an extra 10, 12 points to this game. We'd be tied heading into halftime at this point.
And you mentioned hitting your shots. Right now, I counted on my hand at least 7 open layups that they missed completely, and that would put us way, not necessarily in the driver's seat, but at least where we could hold our heads up high going into the half. Something that is blowing my mind, like you said, 6 for 33 from the field, 18% to Garden City's 44%. Another thing, they have shot the 3 very well, 6 for 11, 54%. We've only shot it 5 times, made 2, so it's not awful, but I think we should more look at a perimeter game starting in the half. Brooklyn Wade, she only hit 1 3 in the first and only took 1, but she hasn't shot very well from anywhere else. This team has just been stagnant all the way around, and it's been kind of, not necessarily bad basketball, but just a lot of turnovers. And right now, surprisingly, we're winning the turnover battle. 14 in the first half, which isn't something you want to say, 14 in the first half's awful. But Garden City, 17. The difference, the main difference that I have seen is that Garden City hasn't let it get to their head. They have used it as momentum to turn it around and make easy transition buckets, especially from Coffeyville. Fast break points is definitely a big thing that I've seen as well.
Certainly is. We'll go ahead and look at your starting. You had mentioned Brooklyn Wade. They're part of the starting 5. She's one of the leading scorers for Coffeyville with 5. The other 5 has Julia Collifell. Again, that's just 5. That's 2 baskets for Brooklyn Wade at this point. 1 from three-point land and 1 from the floor as well. Or excuse me, the other 2 from the free throw line. So She's had her successes. She's had her open shots, but way too many missed shots on the floor tonight as well. She's 1 of 6 in total field goals, and that one came from that three-point line. Let's go ahead and dive deeper into the keys to the second half. Matt, I think you and I are both in agreement on this, is to maybe turn this game into a different approach as we kind of try to dive down, maybe find a shot from the elbow, something from 20 to 25 feet. But you've got Brooklyn Wade, you've got Collefeld, Brown, Murphy as well has proven to be a shooter, as well as Jaylene Cole. I would turn this game into a perimeter ball game. Maybe try and shoot first, come down, find a couple easy shots, maybe drive and kick it out for a three-point shot, but I would turn this into a perimeter ball game. You shot 33 shots from that first half and only knocked down 6 of them. If you could make even half of that from three-point land, you may even be able to take this lead pretty quickly.
And I totally agree with you. Great execution is the number one thing that we got to do. We need to. Brown is the person that I believe that could mount this comeback. Her defensive pressure has been astounding in that first half. She stands at 5'6", Sam, okay, and she's doing a great job getting in there, pressuring defenders way taller than her, proving that she deserves, to start this second half, and maybe she could be the spark plug that kind of builds momentum. It may not come all in the third quarter, but they're being down. We were down by 24 at one point, kind of getting that 9-0 run, almost kind of, not a 9-0 run necessarily, but being only down by 15 is something to build off of, and Coach Harrell has to say, hey, let's go out there, let's hit some perimeter shots, let's make some good calls, and let's not turn over the ball as much.
Yeah. We'll take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have second half basketball here on 98.1 KUSN.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting, fast 8-week classes, or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
And welcome back in. Second half basketball just about to get underway. Teams have switched sides. Coffeyville will start with it. They are moving from right to left here, and they're all white home uniforms against Garden City, and they're all yellows. To kick it off, I'll hand it off to Matt Dick here on 98.1 KUSN.
And you have Brooklyn Wade at the top key working on number 3. Passes it to Collefeld. Back to Gunteen. She's trying to drive in. Kramer with the ball, trying to find someone open. Gets in the double team back to Brooklyn Wade. Tries to find Gunteen down low and gets the ball back. 3 from Collefeld and a miss.
Yeah, it looks like maybe just one too many passes there from Coffeyville. Had some open lanes, but it looks like they lost that opportunity and missed the shot there.
And you see Boyce, using it. And right there, number 11, Kramer with the steal. Good job by them. She's driving it down low. And she gets, Boyce gets the reach-in foul, trying to, get Kramer, stop her from the fast break. That was a good position right there by Kramer to get the steal and get the foul.
Yeah, we've seen that from Kramer in recent times as well. She's very disruptive on the defensive side. You just got to slow it down and not make those mistakes on the other end.
And another careless pass by Kramer and a great steal by McHenry. Up-court pass. Driving it, trying to find someone. Houston with the ball. Passes it. Another shot and a great elbow shot by Boyce.
Yeah, just a great job. A good passing there by Garden City as well, but a baseline jumper finds an easy 2. Kramer stretching down, and a foul drawn here on this low baseline.
Kramer coming out with some a heat streak right now. Coming out
with some speed. She's wanting to play here. She wants the comeback to happen.
And that's so true. She didn't have a great first half like we mentioned. Careless turnovers, but maybe this can turn it around for her. And she's going to inbound the ball. Trying to find someone open. Still, and passes to Joseph. Nice turnaround. And in and out.
Yeah, another missed layup there. You've got to hit those low down shots.
A deep outlet pass. And back to Boyce. Gets it to Roberts trying to work on Colifel. And Joseph with the block. Great job. You saw Johnson trying to drive it, but they get the offensive board. And another easy open jumper, but a miss. And Haro brings it up for the Red Ravens. Brooklyn Wade out on the perimeter. Gets the ball knocked away from her, but gets it back.
Just about lost it right there.
Colifel trying to drive in. She's going, passes it back to Wade, and is picked off by the Broncbusters defense.
A questionable pass there, and a great pass by Garden City, but it slips out of the hands and goes out of bounds. Again, questionable pass by Colifel. Kind of seems like Coffeyville here in the second half trying to force too many passes.
And that's true. I think they're just trying to get something started, but, turnovers is not one way to do that.
Certainly not.
Brooklyn Wade, great find to Kramer. Colifel trying to work in, drives in. Passes it to Haro, and an easy layup finally on the scoreboard, and a great find by Colifel to Haro, and you made a layup.
Yeah, I was going to say, you mentioned easy layup. Hasn't seemed very easy this evening as Garden City takes a jumper from the elbow, no good. Coffeyville with it.
Haro, she's going to drive it in on the fast break, and just misses Kramer. And like we mentioned all game, fast break, fast is in the name, but you necessarily don't have to go breakneck speed. And again, a careless turnover, and just couldn't hit her target. Haro, Kramer, tried to stretch out, but just couldn't get it.
Yeah, you're right. It was you're not necessarily having numbers, but a 2-on-2, and they had some distance as well. A good pass could have resulted in easy points there.
Roberts is going to pass it to Bellany. Roberts back to Bellany. She shoots a three and air ball. Haro, great rebound. Way to box out. She's going to bring it up court for another fast break opportunity, but slows it down. Great job. Colifel.
Smart move there to slow things down.
Trying to work on the Broncbusters. Drives in again, and another careless pass. Try to get it to Joseph. Even with her 6'6" body, could not get to the pass. Another careless turnover.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were quite on the same page. Looks like Colifel was going for a high pass. Yeah, she's got the size, but if she's not expecting it, that one goes straight over her head out of bounds.
And that's so true, and Broncbusters working it in deep. And Bellany, another three, and this time clanked off the iron. Tatiana McCree's going to let that one go.
Yeah, smart move there by McCree just to let it go out of bounds. We've seen so many times this year, and that's just inexperienced play. A lot of the freshmen by CCC would have tried to have grabbed that and forced a play. Instead, we'll have an inbound from Coffeyville's baseline.
And like you said, let's see if Tatiana McCree can finally be that sophomore presence as she inbounds it to Brooklyn Wade, trying to break this trap at half court. Kramer passes it to McCree wide open for the three, and just off the iron, but a great rebound by Gutine. Back out to Wade. Three, and another miss.
Yeah.
Now, we did mention more of a perimeter game. They're trying to get it going, but just misses after misses.
Yeah, a couple of misses there. I like the idea, though. I like how they're going beyond the arc. I would suggest to keep it up. They'll start to fall here soon enough.
Bellany passes it to Boyce, trying to work in. Daz trying to go in and gets the baby hook. Good job by her getting it in, and Wade is going to try to break this half-court trap once again.
Yeah, they've been able to do that pretty easily tonight. I'm not sure if it's the speed, but again, both full-court presses. Wade wants a three and hits it. Nicely done there by Brooklyn.
Great job by Brooklyn Wade to get it open, and a nice three. Like we said, let's start this perimeter game, and it's finally starting today. We got Boyce driving it. Kramer and Wade trying to set the trap. Colifel gets the blocking foul. And Boyce, great job by her to, just kind of run into the defender.
Yeah, and a questionable call there by Julia Colifel. She had two in the first half. That'll be her third. She did, let it go 5 minutes through this third quarter, but that forces her to the bench. And that will be a missed number. Number 5 needs to be out there consistently, as that will also send Kramer to the sideline as well. Brown out there and Joseph out there now in their place.
Broncbusters trying to find someone open on this inbound, and they do. Boyce trying to drive it in. Kicks it out to Bellany. Takes it to 15 and clanks off the iron. But they get their offensive rebound. Bellany kicks it to Boyce. Wide open three. And off the iron again. Great box out again by Haro.
Yeah, you gotta get that.
Almost turns it over. And Brown driving it up. Goes for the Euro. And a great job by her. And a difficult shot at that. Brown using her physical body. Yeah,
to say the least. I mean, woven through two players right there. But again, too many opportunities given up by the offensive rebound tonight. You got to box out if you're Coffeyville at this point.
Brown once again gets a steal. Wade has numbers. Haro. And they call the blocking foul. Shooting foul. That will send Haro to the line.
Yeah, great job there from Talima Haro. Again, a freshman out of Lawrence, Kansas. So kind of the hometown girl. Not necessarily local, but certainly within Kansas. You look at both of these rosters, they are kind of all over the place. Garden City, a lot of Texas representation, but Haro coming into this one. She's done great all year long. She struggles to knock those down. She makes sudden fouls when not necessarily at bad timing, but she does a great job at this. Drawing the foul, getting the free throw line, and she knocks down the first one.
And right now, Coffeyville has a lot of momentum. They were down by 15 at the half, scratching back. They're only down by 11 as Haro sinks the first shot. Let's see if they can get it down by 10 with this second one by Haro.
That would be a huge accomplishment to get this one back within just 10 and then try and get it within single digits, though Haro can't hit the second one.
And Brooklyn Wade is fighting for the rebound and gets the jump ball, but it is going to stay with the Bronxbusters. Great job. Hey, physical defense. Let's see if we can. We're building a little bit of momentum. Let's see if we can keep on building on it as the Bronxbusters are going to inbound it to Boyce.
Yeah, even with the lack of size, you got to love the effort from Brooklyn Wade and Brown, the ones that are, 5'6", 5'7", that certainly don't belong in the low block, but man, do they go get those rebounds.
Roberts working on Haro. She finds McHenry, who finds Bellany wide open at the perimeter, and an air ball, but an easy rebound by McHenry and puts it back in. And we could chalk that out as an assist, maybe, just a long pass.
A long pass, yeah, and a questionable goal here as a lot of contact here on that far sideline. Forced Kramer to take one too many steps, but again, it was the contact that forced her to take that step. It's a no call on the foul and a travel against CCC, so Garden City gets it right back.
And another foul on Coffeyville. That will be on Wade. Boyce, trying to find the McHenry open, and just another careless blocking foul. But like you mentioned, kind of a questionable call on the call before. Let's just see if that doesn't bring Coffeyville's spirits down. Easy jumper by Bellany, and a great rebound by Brown. She's going to take it down coast to coast. And she gets the blocking foul. Thought it was going to be a charge, but a great job by Brown.
Yeah, great job again. We have her number as well as Haro. Many others have been admirable of getting to the free throw line on many occasions, especially in these past recent weeks against Barton, against Pratt, and then here tonight. It may be just a couple of minutes too late, but again, we've got a full fourth quarter to play. She knocks down the first one, and she puts it back within 12 here. So again, if they continue to move towards that three-point perimeter game, and Tatiana McCree, who last year sometimes would blow up and hit 5 or 6 in a game as Brown misses the second one, but they need somebody to step up from beyond the arc.
And that's so true. Let's just see how this happens after the Bronxbusters easily bust the 2-2-1. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bellany to McHenry. Finds Johnson again. Bellany open from the three, and she finally gets one after missing her first three this half.
Yeah, way too much room right there. Again, great passing by Garden City, but way too much separation. And speaking of good passes here, almost resulted in, again, that is not a good call. They're going to say that one hit off of Kramer and out of bounds, but I saw it. 2 eyes, it went off of Garden City out of bounds. Not the hometown call. Garden City gets it right back.
But it comes back to, was that a good pass? No, it wasn't. If they would have made the better pass, we wouldn't be in the situation. So you have Houston bringing it up to Bellany across the court to McHenry. Easy jumper and off the iron. But they do get their own offensive board. Back out to Bellany. Kind of bobbles the ball right there to Houston. Tries to find Johnson, but over the head, and Haro with the steal, trying to start the fast break. Brooklyn Wade jumper and off the front iron, but Johnson, great rebound, and goes to the line.
Yeah, and again, of course, we've seen this a couple times tonight. McCree did it earlier. You've got numbers. McCree had a 3-on-1. Brooklyn Wade had a 2-on-1. And instead of going with an easy layup off to the pass, a pull-up 20-foot jump shot that results off of the front of the iron. Again, you got to go with what's easiest, and you need easy points. You need easy, quick points as Joseph at the free throw line for her first place goes silent, my goodness, as they allow her to do her routine. Misses the first one there. But, again, yeah, it just questionable on the jump shot. Even if you're an admirable jump shot shooter, you've got a wide-open layup. You got to take it. Now, of course, looking at their statistics from shooting layups tonight, maybe it was the smart call, but who knows if Joseph tries her second one.
And she does get her second one. 1 for 2 at the line isn't bad, but trying to scratch their way back as they put on the full court press. Easy break. McHenry has it. Back to Boyce, to Johnson. Jumper off the iron once again, but another offensive board. How many offensive boards are they going to allow this game? Bellany back up to McHenry, to Johnson, back to Bellany. 3 off the iron once again, and finally we get the defensive board.
Yeah, especially here in this third quarter. Way too many offensive rebounds given up as McCree now for CCC.
Kramer trying to work. Back down to Johnson, and there you go. Hey, perimeter game's not working. Let's see if we can explore down low, like I mentioned in the first half. She's finally hitting her wide-open layups. McCree tried to step in that pass from McHenry, but didn't get it. Easy pass, working her way down low.
And a travel called. Nice defense again down low, but again forced right there. Number 33, Pajou, to either step on the out-of-bounds line or take a travel there.
And Tatiana McCree's going to work up her way, trying to break through this press, and does. They find Johnson once again, find Wade, pump fake. McCree is going to shoot the 3, and just right off, went in and back out. We got to make those shots, but just can't right now.
Yeah,
Boyce has it up at top. McHenry back to Boyce, shoots the 3, off the iron once again, but another offensive board, and then a foul by Johnson.
I'll tell you what, these offensive rebounds, the size advantage is clearly with Coffeyville. And I'm not just talking Lashika Joseph. There's Alana Kramer at 5'9", Downing at 6 foot, who they've hardly used tonight, by the way. And they, right now, number 25, Desmond Johnson, Daz more likely at 6'1". That is their tallest player. Amaya Martin, but we haven't seen Martin at all tonight, and speaking to their broadcaster, I don't think we will. So again, their tallest player at just 6'1". The size advantage is with Coffeyville, and they are not using it to their advantage.
And that's so true. As you see, Johnson missed the first one, but we just got to get our way back to playing physical down low. Not trying, they're trying to not foul so they don't foul out, but you don't want to just give up open offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and off of the missed shot there, that rebound goes out of bounds off of Garden City. CCC from the far sideline with Brown.
She's going to try to inbound it and finds Wade trying to break this press once again. She's going to drive in. She finds Guntine. Kramer finds Guntine back. Great passing, step back, 3 from Wade, and off the iron, but a great rebound by Collifell. Tries to find Kramer, and there we go. Finally making wide-open layups. They're only down by 10 right now as Joyce brings it up. Finds McHenry, trying to work on it. Joyce bringing it up. Mid-range shot, and miss. Guntine and Pejou fight for the ball, and it's a jump ball. It's going to stay with Garden City right now. But a great job by not letting them get the offensive board.
No doubt about it. A timeout is taken on the floor by Garden City. We'll take one ourselves. 60-second break. We'll be back here. Garden City, though, only up by 10 here as we inch closer to the fourth quarter. Back here in 60 seconds on 98.1.
Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville was just voted the #1 auto dealership in Bartlesville. And for our appreciation, now through the end of the year, Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville will offer the public our Chevy employee discount. You pay what we pay and not a penny more. While supplies last, Patriot Chevrolet of Bartlesville will offer hundreds of used vehicles up to 75% off original MSRP. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, all specially marked up to 75% off original MSRP. You pay what we pay and not a penny more. During the month of December, Patriot wants to give back. For every vehicle purchased, Patriot will donate a bike to a child in need. Patriot Chevrolet, Southeast Adams Boulevard, Bartlesville, or online at bartlesvillechevy.com.
Patriot Chevrolet,
Bartlesville. 75% of 2012 Buick Enclave stock number PC1115, original MSRP 39715, voted by Bartlesville Examiner.
And back here out of the timeout, 47 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Coffeyville just down by 10. They've had a pretty good quarter here, but more or less we could probably say Garden City has had a rough quarter. It has been a battle of the busts this evening, no doubt about it. I'm Sam Speck alongside Matt Dick, who will take things over.
And Brooklyn Wade is going to try to break the press, passes it to Brown using her speed, going to try to drive all the way and gets the foul.
Yeah, nice job again, Brown. That one number that we've called all night tonight, that's done a great job drawing those fouls. We'll see her at the free throw line for 2 shots.
And like you mentioned, using her speed, I didn't realize she was that fast. She should have been playing the whole game, doing a great job, and misses the first free throw to try to cut it into double digits. Let's see if she can get one, finally crack to where they're only down by 9.
Yeah, and she's a 75% free throw shooter, as you can tell the frustration there from Coach Harrell. Knocks down the second one, but again, you've got to, if you're going to get to the free throw line, you got to knock them down.
And that's so true. She was perfect the first half, and then misses a very key one right there as Johnson's going to drive it in, and there's going to be a foul called on Gunteen. Kind of, physical play, kind of tripped on her. Not going to send it to the line, not yet, though.
Yeah,
Getting close.
Looked like Gunteen was just a little bit behind there and trying to make up the space that she lost. She draws the foul, but yeah, baseline throw in here for Garden City.
And is it safe to say right now that Coffeyville has all of the momentum? Garden City hasn't scored in probably 3 minutes or so, doing a great job. Coffeyville playing physical, as we saw right there, but just a little too physical on that last foul.
Would I say they have all the momentum? No, but do I say that they hold the majority of it? Yeah, at this point it has certainly shifted as the foul is called there. Again, just a lot of physicality on the floor right now, I believe, will result in a 1-and-1 coming up here as Garden City now put into the 1-and-1 with 28 seconds to go here in the quarter. But as much as not necessarily battle of the busts in a bad thing. I mean bust in terms of shooting the basketball. In terms of defensive play tonight, it's been a clinic. If you wanted to come here and learn how to play defensive play, and Matt, you had mentioned it earlier, I'm sure if I had gone out there and tried to play this game, I would have gotten smoked. I would have made a fool out of myself as this one's up and knocked down. But again, it has been a defensive battle. It has been a battle of the busted offenses this afternoon, and it is now a 10-point separation as Garden City puts that one back up there.
And let's see if she can hit another one to put them up by 11. They're back up by double digits once again. 28 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And great job by Houston. She gets it go. And Wade gets the inbound. 26 seconds left. It's ticking. No shot clock. Colifel tries to find Johnson. And another careless pass. Colifel, she's been trying to be the orchestrator tonight, but hasn't really done a good job. She's been taking careless passes, but luckily that was off one of the Broncbusters, and Ravens get the ball back 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kramer trying to drive in, finds Colifel. She's going to try to drive in with the floater, and just off the backboard. 12 seconds left to go. Trying to drive it in. Trying to work on Wade. Passes it to Joyce. Wide open three, and an air ball. 1 second left. She's going to shoot it, and well short of the last second shot. But kind of a great comeback. Yeah. The last
pretty good quarter.
The last 30 seconds were a little rough, but great job by Coffeyville to kind of scratch their way back. Only down by 11. We're going to join you back at the fourth quarter.
Yes, indeed. As you mentioned, quick 60-second step aside, down by 11, 47-36. Back in a minute here with the fourth quarter on 98.1 KUSN.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Alamosa Amy here, letting everyone know Lay's Archery and Guns is having a closeout sale. Closeout sale on all 2017 bows with 25% off through November. Hurry before they're gone. Lay's Archery and Guns also has a great selection on Case brand knives. Case knives make the perfect stocking stuffer for any stocking you have to stuff. Christmas shop in the country at Lay's Archery and Guns, west of Coffeyville on County Road 1250. Lay's Archery and Guns wishes you happy holidays.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to take care of my banking and the internet's down.
So what's the problem? Just give Dana a call at Community State Bank and she'll take care of it in person.
I don't bank at Community State Bank. It's an online bank. My bank's not just down the street. It's in, well, I'm not really sure where it's at.
Wow, I wouldn't bank anywhere but Community State Bank. They have great online and mobile banking services, so I still do most of my banking online. But when I need it, it's sure great to talk to somebody I know face to face.
Hi, this is Dana from Community State Bank. We offer all the convenience along with the services you want and need, and even throw in a friendly face to help you personally when you need it. Community State Bank, Coffeyville's only locally owned and operated bank.
3 quarters behind us. We've got 1 to go. Garden City with the basketball moving from left to right for fourth quarter action. Here's Matt Dick.
And you're going to see Johnson trying to work on, finds the open pass back to Roberts, trying to find someone. She finds Houston. Houston finds Boyce. Boyce back to Roberts. Roberts tries to find the open layup and misses. A great block by Johnson. McCree has numbers. She's trying to find Brooklyn Wade and misses.
And another missed layup there, Matt.
Another miss. She did a great job doing the pump fake pass, but then just couldn't fight to get the easy 2 to try to cut into this lead. Still down by double digits. You see Roberts working. Boyce back up. Nice mid-range shot, but off the iron. Johnson tries to rebound it, but a great steal by Wade after the Bronxbusters get it back. And it is going to be out of bounds on the Bronxbusters. Coffeyville will retain the ball.
What a scramble of the first 60 seconds this fourth quarter has been. I'll tell you what, Coffeyville again went into that third quarter intermission kind of seemingly with some momentum. Not necessarily all of it, but a good majority of it. And right now, it just seems both teams kind of forgot that they had to come out and play one more quarter as Brooklyn Wade brings it up.
And she's going to try to work on one of the Bronxbusters. She's driving down low. Can't find anyone. Picked up the ball. Finds Brown. Kind of bobbled it. She's going to try to work on Boyce. Great job by Brown to find the open Johnson down low and an easy 2. She's so tall, it just looked like she could barely lay that up. Yeah, great job by them.
Great job by Brown creating the lane and the separation made it easy, and it's stolen away by Haro, and here's Coffeyville 3-on-2.
And Roberts tried to cut that through, and Tatiana McCree with the 3, and just off the iron. Momentum is shifting a little. That 3 definitely would have sucked the life out of the Bronxbusters right now. But it is a foul on Brooklyn Wade, a careless reach-in foul. It's going to be the first of the fourth quarter. Yeah. Bronxbusters are going to inbound it.
And again, a questionable call. It was an open three-point shot, but for someone as Tatiana McCree tonight, who has struggled from everywhere on the floor, and in fact through that first half did not hit an open shot, why not dish it off to a player down low, open on the baseline, which they had. Instead, she takes the 3 very early in the shot clock, and they turn it right back over. Again, just questionable on the fast break tonight by Coffeyville Lady Red Ravens.
Finds Bellany. She checked in recently. Tried to make the outlet pass, but misses. Open jumper off the iron, and Johnson gets the great board. She should have plenty of those tonight, and Brown brings it back up, using her speed once again, but fumbles the ball after trying to stop and pop. And a Bronxbuster fast break, and Joyce with the easy 2. Yeah, brings it back up to double digits.
They did great at that in that first half, scoring off of the Coffeyville turnovers. You see it way too easily right there, as again, Boyce just goes down, makes it up. Easy 2 points, 49-38 with 7:30 to go.
Tatiana McCree trying to get something going, like you mentioned earlier, no points for this sophomore. Trying to find someone, and she does not. She still has the ball. She's trying to find someone open. Almost a turnover. Johnson bobbled it. Brown driving in. Foul. Was it on the floor?
No. They're going to call it a travel, actually. And they're going to say Brown took too many steps.
Was a travel, sorry. One of the coaches are in front of me.
I'll tell you what, yeah, Coach Harrell likes to stand right here sometimes. But, yeah, as she drove, she did a good job trying to maybe get to the foul. But right now, CCC is all over the place, committing fouls, doing travels, missing open jump shots. Their veteran sophomore player looks not necessarily, bad. It's just inexperienced. She looks like she's never played before, and in reality, she's the most seasoned player out there. As here comes Garden City trying to get it down low to the elbow.
And a great steal by Goontine. She has the 3-on-2 fast break. She's going to try to find someone. She does. Kramer gets blocked by McHenry. A great defensive sequence right there. Joyce is going to bring it back up. Finds Johnson for the jumper on the elbow in a complete air ball. Thought that was about to go in, but just kind of hitch on the release at the last second. Usually she has a pretty good stroke, but does not get that one to go.
Yeah, that misses everybody right there. And again, just the game in general, but the fourth quarter woes continue here on the floor. 49-38, 6:35 to go as McCree will bring it up.
She's going to try to work on McHenry, dribbling left to right, pick, roll from Goontine, trying to find someone, and McCree still has it. Pass to Colifel. Back to Tatiana McCree, back to Goontine. McCree. Colifel driving in, trying to do something with it, and another travel call. That was definitely too many steps. I saw that one. And she's trying to get something to go, too. Colifel and McCree are usually pretty decent scorers on this team, and neither of them have scored many points. I don't think Colifel scored any. Neither has Tatiana McCree. Just inconsistent tonight. Like you said, not bringing leadership as Joyce is going to try to bring it up. And the blocking foul by Brooklyn Wade once again.
Yeah, and at this point, that's just questionable shots that are taken. Questionable foul there by Brooklyn Wade. Not only does that put her up to 4 personal fouls, but at the same time, it is they weren't even to half court at that point. You're down by 11. Certainly the full court press isn't been initiated, and you commit the foul before you even get to half court. Those are just silly fouls. Silly to tack that number on as Garden City on the inbounds.
And great defensive sequence by Brown right there, like you mentioned. It is going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Red Ravens ball. Actually, excuse me, it's still going to be the Broncbusters ball.
And Garden City just fortunate that Brown happened to tip that one off of her hand. So you're right, Garden City hangs on to it. Here's Boyce on the inbounds.
She's going to find McHenry. Boyce trying to get open on the perimeter. Bellany, and she uses, trying to do the pump fake, but she moves her feet before she moves the ball, and a travel call. Another turnover. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Down by 11. Let's see if the Red Ravens can get something to go. McCree bringing it up right now. Trying to do another pick and roll action with Goontine, but breaks it easily. She's going to drive in with the floater, and once again, off by McCree. Rolled around the rim. Thought that was about to go in, but another miss. And Roberts is going to bring it back up.
And the sophomore just can't buy a basket this evening. I think that's going to be the difference maker. As bad as this game has been, if McCree can get hot, they can still win it.
And that's so true. And you see McHenry working on McCree, and another steal by Brown. She has had her hands in everyone's cookie jar tonight. And another traveling call. That one was pretty questionable. Blocking foul, in my opinion, by the refs. But right now, like we said, they were trying to do too much on that fast break. She could have crossed over, did something else instead of trying to pass the ball.
You're very right. I have mentioned back in that first half, I started to see some tendencies with the officials being a little trigger happy. They've played well. I think that's another case of it. I didn't see too many steps taken as Garden City puts a 3 up, doesn't make it, but Boyce gets their own offensive rebound.
And Roberts is going to have it back up at the top of the key. Fresh shot clock. Under 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Back to Roberts. She doesn't have anywhere to go. She's going to try to drive it in. Still, Haro playing good D, not letting her drive in. Still trying to find someone. She calls for the pick. No pick for her, and she's going to have to pick up the ball. Brown, once again, great defense. Johnson going to almost block it on Joyce, but they still get their own offensive board. That's just going to kill the clock, going to make this comeback less and less likely right now as Roberts has it back up on the top of the key.
Yeah, there was 3 on the shot clock when they took that shot. Missed it and made it as here's another one put up. That one is knocked down, though, as Roberts finally, after, 45 seconds of offense, they knocked down the shot.
And like we said, you're going to wear down the clock. Comeback less and less likely, up by 13. Brown has it at the top of the key. Double pick right now, trying to find something. And passes it off to Kramer. She's going to try to work on Bellany. Good spin move. She finds Johnson. And another shooting foul. Kind of, in my opinion, Johnson should have got that. Bellany pretty short. She is only 5'4". She almost has a full foot on her and couldn't get that shot to go. But she does go to the line. Let's see if she can get those to go.
And I really hope that, Lashika Joseph really does, step up in these next few games as well as next year, into next year as she becomes a sophomore as well, is because if she misses the first one there, I've noticed that a lot on her game this year. She does have the size advantage out there, but she doesn't necessarily act like it. She gets out-rebounded. She gets out-strengthed on the low block, which, looking, from the far side, doesn't make any sense. So she knocks down the second one, but if she can really build up some muscle as well as some hustle, she struggles to get down the floor with the team as well. That'll be a big difference maker for them. But right now, there's really no difference to be made. It is no leader on this Coffeyville Lady Red Ravens team. It's another full minute timeout taken there by Garden City. We'll take a quick 60 seconds ourselves. Garden City up 51-39 here. Back in a minute on 98.1 KUSN.
When it comes to a time of loss, more folks around here trust and rely on the David W. Barnes Funeral Home. It could be because of their compassionate care. It could be because of their guaranteed superior service, or maybe because of their fair and honest prices, or just maybe for all of these reasons, more folks trust the David W. Barnes Funeral Home during a time of loss. The David W. Barnes Funeral Home at 306 North Klein in Coffeyville, an independent, family-owned business.
A time to relax. That's exactly what we want bath time to be at Windsor Place. Throughout the Windsor Place communities, we have created spas with resident comfort in mind. Beautiful colors and interesting decor create soothing environments where our specially trained staff meets individual bathing preferences. We offer a multitude of bathing experiences, from whirlpools and showers to basin and towel baths. To learn more about bathing and other choices available at Windsor Place, call 620-252-4929.
And welcome back here on a 98.1 KUSN. Coffeyville down 51-39 with 3:48 to go off of the inbounds. Kramer called for the foul there as she made too much contact. For more fourth quarter action, here's Matt Dick.
Right now, Boyce is going to get in that double trap by Haro and Kramer. And Brown almost with the steal. Bellany finds Johnson. Magoon steps in front of the pass, and a great steal by them. They still got a chance. Kramer trying to find someone. She had the open shot, tried to bring it to Haro, but again, another careless pass.
Yeah,
and then a foul on the other side by Kramer.
I think it's gotten up to double digits now. Kramer alone. It's the team in general has turned the ball over a lot, but I think Kramer alone has now gotten to at least double digits of turnovers. That is just a bad pass.
And that's very true. We're going to have Roberts inbound the play, trying to find McHenry. McHenry working down low, has to pick up the ball, and then another foul.
I'm not too sure exactly what the fouls are for. It's 3:28 to go in the game. We don't need to stop the clock for any reason, and they're acting like this game is neck and neck with 15 seconds to go. I am questioning the foul call there as Kramer now. That will be her third personal, and most likely her trip to the sideline as well as McCree heads to the substitutions table.
And right now, McHenry's getting up to the line, does her routine, couple dribbles, shoots it, and she does get the first one. Great job by her. They're back up by 13 with under 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the fourth. Coffeyville has 5 fouls right now, so now they're in the double bonus, I believe, and Bronx Buzzers have 2 as McHenry misses a second. Johnson, great box out, gets the rebound. McCree is going to try to bring it up, trying to find something so she can build off this game. Hasn't made a single shot. And she almost gets that stolen, tries to pass it to Johnson, and then a blocking foul by the other Johnson, Daz Johnson on the Broncbusters.
I'll tell you what, just getting overpowered. At this point, you can definitely tell CCC is tired. The fatigue is setting in, the exhaustion. But they, that defense kept them in. Garden City's lack of offensive as well as McCree drives up and still no good there for the sophomore. She's just muscling her way to drawing a foul, so she'll head to the free throw line for a pair. But I'll tell you what, it has been a dominant game tonight for Garden City. And I don't even think she's going to get to go to the free throw line. Looks like we've got one on the floor here, so McCree not getting her chance for some free throws.
And she's just got to be frustrated. Sophomore leader. She averages 10 points a game, hasn't made a single shot all game. As Colifel gets the inbound pass, Brown is going to try to find Johnson. Johnson once again off the backboard, but hits the iron. Brown tries to go back up with it. Not a very good shot, but Johnson gets another offensive rebound and gets the two, down by 11 with under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that second effort here. Here's Boyce for Garden City, now back up on top. That's Roberts.
She's going to try to call the plays, trying to find someone open. She finds Houston. Houston back to Roberts. Roberts going to drive in. Nice layup with the right hand on the left side of the basket. That's pretty athletic play right there. As Coffeyville brings it back up with McCree. Like we've said time and time again, she's trying to find her way just to get on the scoreboard, trying to get some confidence back. She puts up a prayer of a shot, almost tips off the backboard, and almost goes in, but once again, gets the unlucky fall. Roberts bringing it back up for the Broncbusters. She finds Joyce. Joyce trying to drive in. She kicks it to Roberts. Roberts trying to call the offense. You got Colifel on her right now. A weird pass, trying to hurl it over to Joyce, and they call the blocking foul on Brown right now. Brown very physical. I don't know about that. Brown had a call similar to that earlier, but they called it a travel. I don't know. It's necessarily not the end of the world call. You're down by 13, under 2 minutes to go. Maybe not the call that's going to change the game, but definitely a call that, keeps on building momentum towards the Broncbusters and taking away from the Ravens.
Yeah, and she has not gotten a single break this evening. You had mentioned that traveling call that they gave her. That was not a travel in the least at all. Brown has kind of had a target on her back tonight. The first pot is put up by Roberts, knocked it down. Here's the second one from GCCC, and 2 of 2 hits that one as we head into a timeout. 30-second timeout put up by the opposing team. 56-41 with 1:44 to go here in this ballgame. Back in 30 seconds on 98.1 KUSN.
Move forward. You can by becoming a part of the Acme Foundry team in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry has current openings for CNC machinists and entry-level foundry positions. Acme offers competitive wages, benefits including medical and dental, and a retirement plan through employee ownership. Acme moves careers forward by promoting from within. Find out more. Apply in person at Acme Foundry, 1502 South Spruce Street in Coffeyville. Acme Foundry, an equal opportunity employer.
Just under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. I'm Sam Speck alongside Matt Dick here on 98.1 KUSN. Coffeyville down 15. It's 56-41. Again, 1:44 seconds for the rest of the fourth quarter. Here's Matt Dick.
Goon team's going to try to find Brown, and another turnover by the Ravens. As a great job by Houston to get in that passing lane. Roberts going to try to drive in. Finds Houston. Houston trying to find Roberts. Picks up the ball. And then another blocking foul call. Let's see what they try to call it on this time. They're going to call it on Goon team. Try to go with the trap. And I don't know, another questionable call and stopping the clock once again. Let's just let this clock go.
I was going to say that at this point, you got to appreciate the effort from the ladies, but you're down by this amount with this little time left. If you're committing these types of physical fouls, you could potentially get yourself or somebody else hurt in a completely non-contested game. So another unnecessary foul. Too many of those unnecessary turnovers and a handful of missed baskets tonight have been the downfall for the Lady Red Ravens. 90 seconds to go and another missed basket there from GCCC. So the foul turns turns out to be a good thing as here comes Brown for CCC.
And she's going to call the pick for Johnson. She's going to find Wade out on the perimeter. And Houston trying to make another steal. Great hustle by her, but it is not going to be a reach and foul. Coach Harrell wants it. It's just going to stay with the Red Ravens, though, as Brown's going to try to inbound. She's going to find Johnson. Johnson trying to find someone else. She has to pick up her dribble. Finds Brown. Back to Johnson. Trying to exploit another mismatch, but another wide-open layup missed. Johnson, just not playing physical, as a great offensive board by Brooklyn Wade finds Brown. Brown misses, and then Johnson gets the offensive board and scores. Finally scoring, haven't scored in a while for the Red Ravens, down by 13 with under a minute to go. They're just going to try to let this clock run down. You got 20 seconds left on the shot clock for him, and a blocking foul once again by Kramer, trying to stop the clock again, and that's going to bring him to the double bonus, I believe.
Yeah, and that will put Alana Kramer at 4 fouls tonight. Just, again, unnecessary getting the shoulder in there. There was no reason for it. They're committing fouls right now like they're acting like they need to stop the clock as they're down by 3 with no timeouts left. They are full of timeouts. They're now down by 14. There's no reason for these type of physical fouls they're put on, and that will be Kramer's 4th. I don't believe they have anyone at the subs table. 44 seconds to go, and Houston knocks them both down. 58-43, and it looks like another whistle down here low, and it looks like the officials want to speak with Brown. I'm, again, not exactly sure with what's going on here, but we will be waiting now on Brown. Again, Brown and the officials just not necessarily on the same page right now. I'm not sure. The ladies at this point just need to gracefully take this one and run with it as a foul is called over there. Great job by Kramer to draw that foul and physical, as I believe that will send her to the free throw line. It has been a very long couple of minutes here, but again, Kramer to the free throw line.
And I think Coffeyville, like you said, they look exhausted. They look tired. I think they pretty much put all of their efforts in that third quarter comeback, which they only came back by being down by 9. So even then, still kind of far away in a game, down by 3 possessions with, the whole fourth quarter. And Bronxbusters just exploded in this fourth quarter. Back up by 13. 40 seconds left. Roberts trying to find someone. She finds Houston. Roberts is going to try to break the press, and she does easily. Wade is going to be on her. Kramer trying to get that steal, but doesn't get it. Back to Roberts. She's going to try to set up the offense. Shot clock ticking down. 15 seconds left to go with the shot clock. 20 seconds to go left in the game. Trying to just kill the shot. She's going to take a deep 3. Almost makes it. But off the iron, Kramer's going to bring it up. Layup, easy layup, just kind of give her some garbage points right there. 5 seconds to go. They're just going to let the clock run out. And another loss for this Lady Red Ravens team. 58-47 is your final. Sam, how do you think this game went for the Red Ravens? What do you think went wrong?
It's defensively, again, they played very physical in this game. They forced a lot of turnovers. They forced the team into a lot of foul scenarios as well, very physical. But when you get to the low block and you look as lost as you are, you have a 5-inch size advantage, and yet they couldn't take advantage of the low block. This evening, I don't even want to take a peek at the statistic that they have from the floor, as I'm sure it was just as bad. They finished at the first half with 19% from the floor. I'm sure this half wasn't too much better than that. If they can hit half of the shots that they missed tonight, they, first of all, in this game alone, against a Garden City team who's kind of struggling and was 6-6, now is 7-6 on the year. But again, coming into this game, Garden City was kind of prone for a lot of mistakes, kind of prone for a lot of those areas, and Coffeyville just did not take advantage of them as they finished just 25% from the floor. They were 3 of 11 from the three-point land, so what looked like a starting to turn it into a perimeter game. They only knocked down 1 in the second half in total. They finished 3 of 11 and 28%.